Hello everyone, and welcome to the Coins Alert channel. This is the 82.5% Bitcoin bull market in action post from Rekt Capital. That's how much work has been done. Progress will speed up on steep moves and slow down on deeper retraces. Okay guys, he posted this last night, and right now, Bitcoin prices are going back down to where they were about 24 hours ago. In my video from Sunday, I said that the price of Bitcoin was only $84,100 and that there wasn't much trade going on. In the past few days, it has been dealing in a narrow range. However, notice what has changed recently. Bitcoin has hit a new high point in this area of about $86,600 in the last 24 hours, but now we're back down. One Bitcoin is worth about $86,300 right now. That's good news for the king crypto. The rest of the crypto market should go up because of this. You can see that XRP is showing the same thing here. We did see that high spot go up to about $2.45. One XRP is worth around $2.44 right now. We hope that this progress doesn't stop and that this isn't just a temporary glitch. Let's check out some other coins. Ethereum is also getting some use there. During this bull run, Ethereum was one of those coins that I don't know where it went. It's been having trouble. Solana is actually doing pretty well. It's even doing better than the all-time high we saw on Thursday. This means that Solana is getting more cash. Let's look at one more. Let's look at Cardano. Cardano is also going up. Cardano at 71, which is about 71.5 cents. Guys, the market is back in the 30s now. We're still scared, but not as much as we were in the 20s. But altcoin season is coming to an end. Altcoins are getting some action on this pump, but Bitcoin is clearly getting the most focus, which is normal at this point. With a market value of $2.8 trillion, that's an increase of 1.93%. It's up 2.19% for the top 100 coins over the last 24 hours. It's clear that most coins have been in the green over the last 24 hours. BTC is up 2.5%, ETH is up 0.4%, XRP is up 2.26%, and Solana is doing very well, up 5.52%. Dogecoin is also up more than 3%. Not a big pump, even though we haven't seen that euphoria yet. Cryptocurrencies are beginning to move, and it looks like they are going with the Bitcoin trend. The Bitcoin trend will come first, and then the rest of the crypto market will move. There have been a lot of comments on Twitter, and in the comments part of my YouTube videos that say, we're not in a bull run anymore. This is the end of the bear market. I can see why someone would feel that way if they didn't have any experience. Guys, this is my third bull run if you want to talk to me. You can follow me on Patreon at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. I'll be showing you my stock and telling you what I'm trading and when I plan to sell out. Sure, I'm going to sell some of my XRP in the near future. Really, I might change my mind if 2025 turns out to be different, which is still unknown. That's it, boom. It's still a moving target. So for those of you guys interested in seeing what I'm doing, patreon.com/makingmoneychannel. Overall though, guys, it's looking very good. XRP Crypto Wolf posting this. Binance XRP buyers are also bullish. Remember that Binance is the world's largest cryptocurrency market. A total of 72.28% of buyers who have open positions in XRP on Binance futures think the price will go up. As a crypto expert who has been keeping a close eye on the numbers, Ali Martinez says this. That level of positivity might seem like a good thing, like everyone is in on the big move, but it's worth checking to see if this much optimism is really a red flag. I know what you mean. I think most people agree that XRP is going up along with the rest of the virtual currency market, but they're putting down on our head because the market has a funny habit of going the opposite way when everyone else is leaning in the same direction. It seems like a long time ago. At this point, I think we're just waiting for the last leg, the joy phase, which could be one or two pumps to the upside. Guys, this is the 4-year wait we've been waiting for. Also, XRP has been close to its all-time high up until now. Something tells me it will go up. On average, markets do well. And when feelings are too far apart, it doesn't take much of a dip to tip the scales. A few people taking gains and some panic selling can turn that overwhelming sense of happiness into something a lot less happy. You don't want that to happen to you if you wait too long. To say it again, this is why I made Patreon. I've made it through a few of these before. If you're interested, follow me. Trades are bullish though, which is an interesting measure. Could it change? For my part, I think that we are still following Bitcoin. A lot of the altcoins will go up in value along with Bitcoin, and when that time comes, a lot of them will have their moment. Take a look at the market cap for Total 3. You can see that it is going up all the time, altogether, 3 every day. Let's talk about that every day. We have a long way to go before we reach the highs we saw in November 2024. That's why I think this will go up. Let's quickly add up the sum as well. The total number of guys is also going to go up. The market cap as a whole got a Fibonacci twist. As a whole, crypto is going back down into the 0.786 area here. We still have a ways to go, so to speak. The truth about whether we'll tell a full lie or not is still unknown. I don't know, but these MiCA crypto rules might have an effect on some of that. Bitstamp has now cancelled these useless coins because of MiCA regulations. This information comes from Bull Run Wonka. SGB was just talking about Flare and SGB yesterday. Coins like SGB, Flare, ICP, XDC, and EGLD will be disabled on April 9, 2025, according to Bitstamp. That's the announcement, and it's because of MiCA regulations in Europe, so traders or residents of Europe might want to take a look at that if they use the Bitstamp exchange. I'd like to thank Bull Run Wonka for that. Also, Crypto Eddie is sharing a second part of this talk with Jazzy Cooper that was on the Thinking Crypto podcast. Now if you missed it, I posted a clip of Jazzy Cooper in yesterday's movie. That being said, I wanted to give you some more information about the public and private ledgers, as well as some other interesting ideas. Pay attention to this, that take a look at other goods, like RLUSD custody and payments for example. What makes this EVM sidechain different from a private sidechain? Okay, so with XRP Ledger you can make your own sidechains if you want to. And these are just like Ethereum. The EVM sidechain is fully separate from the XRP Ledger. After that, you can change the settings however you want. I know that this model has been used in the past for projects like CBDCs, where you might want a more restricted or managed list of users for the chain, but it is very different from the public XRP mainnet. Even though we might not know what's going on, do any of those transfers count toward the XRP mainnet? It's not connected at all. No, they're not connected to each other in any way. They're not part of the XRP mainnet agreement or anything like that. They are separate chains that can be linked together like any other blockchain. We are working on an XRP native lending system that has a few different parts, but its main purpose is to let V1 fixed-term collateralized loans be made directly on the XRP ledger. That pretty much finishes off what I think are the 3 most important parts of taking TradFi to blockchain: support for payments, support for trading, and support for credit. These are clearly some of the most important parts that make our current TradFi system work. I think that's a really cool feature if banks are willing to use some of these new infrastructure parts like blockchain to help get rid of inefficiencies and pass some of those cost savings on to the borrower. This would also make the credit system less closed off to some people, so the XRP system is getting a lot of cool new features. To begin, private ledgers work separately from the mainnet for the public XRP ledger. In the public record, transactions are not kept track of, so these sidechains are being worked on for different reasons, and they can work on their own. It will soon be possible for collateralized loans to be recorded on the XRP system. If banks are willing to adopt blockchain, they will be able to save a lot of